Game 22 is done, and finally I've got out of the 1 million zone. I was stuck there for weeks after the restart, and even before that I was in and out. Finally, with the triple captainship, it really halved my rank. 115 points, really good, really solid stuff. Kepa with 10 points. This guy just keeps on getting clean sheets and bonus points. Trippier and Botman, bit disappointing. They lost the clean sheet against West Ham, but there's still more good fixtures to come for them. Shaw with 6. That's the beauty of a double game week. Even though he blanked the second one, he still actually got an assist in the first one to make it up for it. Triple captain Rashford. That was a huge decision and really paid off massively. I'm glad I stuck to Rashford because he had the fixtures, he had the form, he just had both of the fixtures at home as well. So that's the best double game week I think we will be getting this season. Martinelli with 1, he's just disappointing again. I didn't expect him to do anything either way this week against new manager bounced Everton. Sean Dyche, low block. Martinelli won't have any space to do anything. Mitoma with 11 points. I feel very fortunate to get this goal because he just scored a header in the last minute to rack up all of the bonus points and the goal. But a very impactful transfer. Bruno Fernandes paid off. I had a feeling he does good in double game weeks. He had good fixtures as well. The penalty thing really did the trick because he didn't score anything from open play. It was because of the penalty he got something. So Mitoma and Fernandes, both I brought in last week, both got double-digit points and made a massive impact. Kane with 8, Mr. Consistent. He ticks along. He doesn't get the big returns now, but he still gets something, and that goes a long way. Haaland with 2, I'm just really didn't do anything. And Tony with 1. This is the most disappointing one. Southampton at home, I expected him to get something from that. Even though Brentford beat 3-0, he didn't do anything, and he got a yellow card. So that's a really annoying bit. And the bench, perfect. Nobody did anything to regret my decisions. Overall, 115 points. First 100 points of the season for me, and the highest I've scored in this season, obviously. And halved my rank, 1 million to 421k. That's huge. So let's get into the transfers because it's gonna be interesting next week. For transfers, I have Mahrez and Saka in for Bruno and Andres Pereira. Andres Pereira has to go. I have the money to upgrade him to someone from that mid-priced asset and who has a double. Andres Pereira is not needed in my team anymore, and he's losing value. He went down to 4.4. He lost 0.2. And Bruno Fernandes, I don't need him anymore. Yes, he has some good fixtures, but it also has a blank, and I need the money from him to get to these two players. Saka, he has the penalties, he has the attacking output. He can also score from outside of the box, and he's very direct as well, and he's very busy in the penalty area. And Mahrez, yeah, he's a minute risk. He might get rotated, but he's the best I've got. His stats are better than KDB's. Even though he doesn't start every week, KDB didn't start last week. That's like I said last week. KDB could be benched because Pep said that against low block teams, he is gonna bench KDB to put more men up front. He's overthinking everything right now. So it probably doesn't matter who you pick. Just go with a leap of faith and pick the ones who has the best stats. That's it. So Mahrez is in, and he also has penalties. He's ahead of. If Haaland is still not on the pitch, if Haaland goes off, Mahrez will have the penalty if he stays. Definitely Haaland is the first penalty taker, but what I meant was if Haaland isn't on the pitch and Mahrez is, then Mahrez is the one who takes the penalties. KDB is really farther down pecking order for penalties at Manchester City. That's probably gonna be a pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to do much. There's another plan that I could get in Nketiah for Tony, but I don't. But I really want Saka more than Nketiah. And if I really want Saka and Nketiah, then it'll be a -8. I have to get rid of Martinelli, and I don't think this week is worth it because it's Manchester City, the second game, and even though it's at home against Brentford are still a really defensively solid side. Away, they just lock their defense and just make sure the opponents don't get many chances. So even though both fixtures are at home, both are really tricky fixtures. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's move on to the team selection. This is how I line up. Kepa in goal. Obviously, Ward isn't doing anything right now. He's in Ghana. Kepa is the man right now. He has the fixtures. He has the form. Chelsea are keeping clean sheet with Badiashile in the defense right now. The new signing. Thiago Silva, the leader. Reece James is back right now. Chilwell is back. The defense have gotten a really big lift over the past few weeks. In the defense, it's got Botman, White, and Trippier. Yeah, I have to bench Shaw because I want to play White because he has the double. And yes, a lot of people are transferring out White, but why would you when the only logical sense is White out for someone like Tarkowski and be able to get triple Arsenal attack. But if you're just doing White to Gabriel, I just see much point. Gabriel has to outscore White by a mile. If you think White doesn't play 60 minutes, then fair enough. But I just think he will. He will get past it for one of the games at least. Maybe the Brentford game is the one. He gets past it and maybe he gets taken off early in the City game. That way I won't mind if he keeps a clean sheet against Brentford and again gets benched against Manchester City. Botman and Trippier, the Newcastle duo. Hopefully they keep a clean sheet. It's Bournemouth away. Maybe Bournemouth would score, but I trust the Newcastle defense. In the midfield, it's Martinelli, Saka, Mitoma, Mahrez, and Rashford. Martinelli with the double, Saka with the double. Just have to keep the faith in Martinelli because it's not worth it. I think take a -4 to get rid of Martinelli and bring in Odegaard. Like an additional -4 is like too much. I'm already taking a -4 to get in Saka and Mahrez. Saka, yeah, vice captain. There's a strong argument if you want to captain Saka, go for it. But I'm just gonna stick to Haaland for added safety. And I really want to avoid that unnecessary rank drop if Haaland scores a goal against Villa, and he probably will. Mitoma, he's just doing bits right now. He's in unbelievable form. He's scoring every match. He's getting something every single match. So I just feel like I can't bench him. Mahrez, I mean, hopefully he just at least plays Aston Villa. He will probably play against Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. Pep will use him for the big game. But they are losing at the moment. Every game is a big game now. So Pep just can't rest his key players. And the other one is Rashford. Yeah, he's in bang on form. You can't bench him. And up top is Haaland and Kane. I'm glad I kept Kane. Now he faces Leicester. He has good historic record against Leicester. I think he scored in every single match I saw him face against Leicester. And Haaland with the captaincy, I'm not moving the captaincy from him at all because a lot of people will triple captain him as well. So that will really decrease my rank if I go the other way and it doesn't work out. Not willing to take that risk. And on the bench it's Ward, Shaw, Tony, and Bueno. Just self-explanatory. Tony faces Arsenal. It's not a good fixture this week. Hopefully he doesn't get a prize full, but probably will at least get one of them. One prize full over the week. And Shaw, I have to bench him against Leeds without Casemiro. I don't think Casemiro's back for this week. And we saw yesterday without Casemiro their defense is wide open. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it. don't have anything much to say other than hopefully all the stats I've seen and the threads I've read all just pays off. Like, it's gonna be a leap of faith this week because my team isn't well structured for this double. My future plan is the GW23 double. Liverpool as a double. Tony out for either Jota, Firmino, or Darwin, whoever looks like. They're both back in training. Hopefully they make an impact to Liverpool. So yeah, that's gonna be it, and catch you all later.